Good evening. Today, Russia reminded Ukrainians and their Western allies that the whole country remains under threat. Its forces pounded multiple targets across Ukraine. New strikes also shook the cities of Kyiv and Lviv, both in the west. In the northeast, missiles rained down on the city of Kyiv. Once again, civilians and neighborhoods were hit. And in the southeast, Russia today claimed its forces now control urban areas of Mariupol. Already, the strategic port city has largely been reduced to rubble and ruins. Today, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy praised the courage of Ukrainians and described the Russian invasion as absurd and suicidal. All of this as Russian forces pivot to a new battlefield in the now 8-week war. CBS's Holly Williams is in Ukraine with the latest.
Good evening, Adriana. President Zelenskyy said in a video message last night that the length of this war and how many Ukrainians are killed will be decided in part by how quickly Ukraine's friends supply it with weapons. It's not just Ukrainian civilians in the firing line, but their children. Nina Shevchenko lost her 15-year-old son Artem in a Russian attack. Please, she says, open your eyes, my bunny, please. But instead, Artem is taken away in a body bag. Karolina Fursova is physically unhurt, but she's seen things no child should ever have to. There was an explosion, she says. Shrapnel was flying and cracking. Some woman covered me with her body. Russian forces didn't capture Ukraine's capital, Kyiv, plagued by military failures and a Ukrainian resistance much tougher than many expected. But in eastern Ukraine, they're still being pummeled from the air and bracing for a fresh assault as Russian forces regroup. In the southern city of Kryvyi Rih, officials say they managed to stop Russian forces seizing control of this strategically important airport at the start of the war. Their plan was low-tech but ingenious, parking trucks and construction vehicles on the runway.
And this one looks like a mining truck down here.
This mine truck.
Mining from one of the local mines.
Yes.
Alexander Vilkul is the head of the military administration and told us it was his idea.
Did the Russians actually try to land here?
On the second day of the war, a cargo plane and 3 fighter jets tried to land, he told us. They descended to about 200 meters, made a few circles, and once they realized they couldn't land, they left. With Ukrainian forces massively outgunned by Russia, they've made up for it with smarts and creativity. But Vilkul told us they can't win the war without more weapons from the West.
What do you need?
We need fighter jets, tanks, missiles, he told us, the whole spectrum of weapons.
Holly Williams joins us now. Holly, the stories of the children killed in this war are absolutely gut-wrenching. You have been in Ukraine a month, your 4th trip this year away from your own children. How have you seen Ukraine change since this war began?
Well, Adriana, when the invasion first began, there was a sense of shock here. Martial law was implemented. Suddenly there were checkpoints all over the country. People were very jumpy, very anxious, and people began to flee the country. More than 4 million Ukrainians have now fled the country. But for those people who've stayed in areas that are not under Russian occupation, we've seen shops reopening, restaurants reopening, people taking their children to playgrounds. It's as if they want to live as normal a life as possible, almost as a point of pride.
Holly Williams and our CBS crew in Ukraine, thank you.